The Auburn Tigers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Whittington. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Oh, returns like that just swing the momentum. Almost took it to the house. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Moore to the air. This time he's got it. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Wants to throw it. Punts it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oregon!
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in is this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing. Execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Simmons. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn! That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. No, it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And he tacked on the extra point. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Power football with the run. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
Moore will throw. He uncorks one deep. Intercepted deep in his own end. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got three DBs, three corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Hand off from the shotgun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the Tigers will try to move the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snags it. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
That's a big-time completion. And guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn. Follow the blockers. The offensive vibe will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. The give to the back. Turning it on! Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost to pick up a first down at the 23. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Moore to the air. Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of... left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it on first and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long.
Now, 4th down.
And the Ducks will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Got a man. It's Coleman. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Might as well give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quick completion on the out. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You've set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Moore will throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Offenses know and work on it all week. 3rd downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the 1st half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll open this third quarter with a run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Well, that changed things a bit. After the penalty, it's 3rd and 3. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Tigers are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Looking downfield on first down. Touchdown, Tigers. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers as soon as they get by the deep.
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Anderson wants to throw. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. It's Holman. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field. And right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles, and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, he has the strength to get back up. Nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. He's got it on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Using the quick game. Touchdown, Cowboys. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he takes this from inside the chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Past the first down marker and still running. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And I think in the snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, when I'm a receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Anderson will throw. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket. They do a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds space on the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. There he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Fires to the big fella.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Trying to set up the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Cowboys have pushed it inside the 20. The play action fake. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Anderson wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Svoboda. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. So here comes the Auburn offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
That's caught. It's Coleman. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Alston. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Got him downfield. Flying down the left side. Touchdown over. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Quick strike complete. Turning it on. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Anderson will throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you can see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Intercepted to stop the threat. Looking for more room. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football.
Makes the catch on the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for room. It's Alston. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Auburn to the line in a hurry. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Shows him the stiff arm. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. From the red zone, looking for a man. Looking to get it in. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play.
Diving for the end zone, and they knock it out. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuck.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his tight end. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Anderson wants to throw. Floating away. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. The Cowboys will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Touchdown, Tigers! They take the lead with the 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Breaks into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And you got man-to-man coverage, you're running that curl route, that ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route, he's going to be right there, but does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Anderson will throw. A little screen to the running back. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Cowboys! Fit it in the window for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Gonna run it. It's Robinson. There he goes. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. So first down will open up the final period. They'll give it to him again. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff to the single back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game.
I get it. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ball game.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Anderson wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Runs through the tackle. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
This crowd even louder now on second down as they try to hold on. Caught in the backfield. It's Scott. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Wyoming! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Handoff from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They're going to ride this running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really occur? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Tar Heels will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. It's Cobb. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Just a short pass to the tight end. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
He's going to let it go. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Tigers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Gauze. Got room at the 35. Tying it on. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
The Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Lopez to pass. Fires left. It's caught. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Got his man. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UNC! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? That the quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first down. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the run.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on second down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield, like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped right at the 43-yard line. It'll be fourth down. Now to see if they want to spin that wheel of fortune. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I think because of where they are on the field right now, close to midfield, made that decision a whole lot easier for the head coach to decide to go for it on that fourth down.
Auburn going to work with another first down. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Let's see if they've got a winner dialed up on 4th and long from the 50. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Lopez wants to fire. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Second down coming up. Quick completion to the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Lopez to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Touchdown, Tar Heels! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Auburn lines up quickly. Right back to the well. Fights off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a huge play. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. A first down run in the red zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Culliver. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Lopez wants to fire. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Ready to boot it deep to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Culliver. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten for the touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll open the second half with a run. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Shep. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Lopez to pass. Finds the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the end.
That's caught. It's Johnson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Got some room to run. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback back time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate. The ball got swatted away incomplete.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. Touchdown, Auburn! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. He breaks a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They've got to do a better job.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Lopez wants to fire, looking to buy time. Finds his man. It's shipped. Open space at the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Tar Heels line it up with a 1st and goal. Around the corner, it's Goff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Lopez to pass. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, North Carolina! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they top it off with a little trickeration. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Simmons. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Auburn! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. A remarkable grab just keeps piling up scores.
I'm about to say, remarkable day. I mean, a remarkable career. Goodness gracious. This is a day that you just dream about having. You have these days in high school, but not in college. You're like, dang, this is as good as it gets. Nobody can stop him. He's absolutely in the zone.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
21.
He'll bring it out. It's Green. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job at play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Lopez wants to fire. Got it behind the line. It's gone. How about that weight room work? He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Looking left. It's complete. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. To the air on 1st down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Going over the top, and it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, no mystery here. 3rd in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
And that is a back-breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Back to the ground with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long. To the ground with the back. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll field the punt, and he loses the football. No, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
And a huge thank you in order right there. That returner is literally going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and throw.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Lopez to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I would...
And it's picked off for the third time today. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Big-time player.
We'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Auburn Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. will kick it off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his back for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Unloads to the right. With the catch, it's Harbor. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Finds his target down the middle. Touchdown, South Carolina! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Well, that couldn't have gone any better.
It's so great for an offense to come out right out of the gate and score a touchdown on your opening drive. It just helps the offense establish that rhythm that is so important. It'll be interesting now to see how this offense does the remainder of this contest.
South Carolina, 7, Auburn, 0.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. From the gun, the ground game. Pass to Stinson, still on his feet. He's loose. At the 30. Inside. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Quarterback on the keeper. Jukes his way for more. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short.
A full dive to haul that one in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort. Really,
he unleashes a long one. And is picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He'll try to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover one. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did, and that ends up being an interception.
The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Tigers! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sellers. That's caught, it's Bennett. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. The inside handoff. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. Finding an escape route. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cobb. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking for room, it's Cobb. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him one.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Leaves it with the back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. He'll run it again. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And they just kind of sneak that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
On the direct snap, it's Coleman. Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Arches ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the 1st half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, turning
it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the gun. Give on the inside. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Finds a crease at the 20. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Lost a throw on first down. Fires to the big fella.
We're able to find a tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Grab near the sticks. It's Frazier. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And that is is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
And the Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive line, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back gets to give. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football, great game, great job on the offense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn! You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in the clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been parked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in the ground.
Wants to pass it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the marker, it's Bennett. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. With the catch, it's Bennett. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47. And this offense is going to work. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. They'll run it from the gun. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man, it's Brown. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. They'll try the run. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Simmons. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Leaves it with the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, David, they were going to have to get a lot of hats to the football. This is not an easy guy to bring down with just one guy. You have to gang tackle. You have to pursue. And, David, the defense couldn't get it done right there.
No, really poor job. Listen, you're okay with giving up yards throughout a game, and you see more and more. I'm okay with giving up 5. I'm okay with giving up first downs and you driving down the field, but I can't give up the big explosive. The first guy in there has to make sure he slows him down and at least gets a hand on him and makes it easier for those.
Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Extra point here will tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They go to the ground. He's got space. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every...
There he goes. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by them.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Makes the grab. It's Bennett. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat it.
The run from the shotgun. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Why not trying to get it in? Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They'll keep the kicker on the sideline, and the offense will try to get it done with a touchdown in the... Touchdown Gamecocks! They move on top here in the fourth.
Big-time players make big plays in big games. Coming up with that touchdown with just seconds left in this game now gives them an opportunity to get the extra point and make it a touchdown game, and there might be 2 more plays left. They kick off, maybe 1 more snap to the opponent. What a massive play in a big moment.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Extending the play. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Bringing it back. And it's slipped out. And the offense gets the ball back as time expires, and that sort of sums up the end of this one. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't